Oh, grazie! Grazie! Hello there, this is DJ Nathaniel. I am giving you a little crash course in NexAOD today. I, of course, am using there we go. I am known as DJ Nathaniel. I am with Merry Kingdom, and I also use the French chat called NexAOD, all one word. But today we're going to go over some rules and stuff about Nex that you need to know if you're going to use our FC and stuff. First, let's start with the rules. The leaders and people in our FC is I am Boy, he's the owner. There's Deputy, Abilities, KDI, Sky, Patrika, and No Petition. These people are like ranks that, like, if stuff needs to be taken care of, they will be the ones taking care of it. There will also be like the lieutenants like myself and captains that deal with stuff like that, but they're the ones that deal with the big stuff. Rules of our French chat are: respect all the rules of RuneScape and Jagex rules. Don't break them, because we follow them as much as you do. Respect everyone in the French chat, ranks especially. So basically, don't go around calling people names, don't be cussing. We're all adults here, even if you're not adults. Please act like one. This is one of the respect rules. Loot shares is going to be used. This must be turned on at all times to ensure no scamming. So basically, we use what's called the group chat system. So when you get in the French chat, you ask for an invite, we give you an invite, you get into the coin share, it's automatically, or loot share, it's automatically turned on, you don't have to worry about it. So when we're doing that, you don't have to worry about anything else. Hosting is, well, usually there's always a rank on to do it, so whatever. Do not advertise. We are a mass French chat. We do not advertise for other clans or French chats, or clans, anything else. We're NexAOD, NexAOD. That's our FC. We don't advertise for anyone else. So just leave it to us. We don't do 7-mans in this group, so if you need +1, this isn't the FC to do it. We're massing FC, that's all. No drama. Don't cause drama, don't get involved with drama. If someone's getting kicked for something, he's your clanmate, he's your friend, don't leak the pen. We'll kick you, we'll ban you just as long as we ban him. Leaking is a 2-week ban, so don't leak. It's not acceptable. Legacy mode is not accepted. We don't do legacy mode at all. That's just a no. Sure, you can do whatever you want, but legacy, that's a no of us. No leeching. Don't leech. We don't sell leeches. We don't get leeches. If you're gonna be here, you're gonna be working for your money. You're not getting it for free. So shields. Ensure you have a shield in your inventory in case the base dies. But this doesn't mean use a shield, don't camp your shield, but have the shield in case you need it for, say, something happens, you need a Cade, or you can use your adrenaline any way you want, but you're not allowed to shield camp. That's against the rules. Trolling, don't troll in FC or in kills. You think someone's hair looks funny, you think someone looks stupid, keep it to yourself. We don't care. Just keep it to yourself. Examine. The examine thing is to be set to anybody so we can check your gear. The only exceptions are ranks. If ranks don't have their things on, don't go around trolling them because that's against the rules. They don't have to. We have gone through the process of trusting these people, seeing what they've done, and know that they will follow the rules. Exam is set for people that are not ranked in the FC and haven't gone through any of the trials or anything. It isn't to troll you, it's to check gear and make sure you are abiding by our rules, nothing else. Do not PK. Bombs are the smoke lines or the ice. Any of those, don't be PKing people. It's a ban. It's either a 2-week or a perm ban, depending on what you do, depending on if it was on purpose. If you're a new person, we understand, but if you've been with the FC for a long time, it's against the rules. Grouping system. We use the grouping system, like I said, with the loot share earlier. You must always be in the grouping system, and you must always be in the friends chat. If you're not in the FC or not in the grouping system, we will have you banned because it's considered crashing, which is a permanent ban. Ranking. You will need previous ranks before you can apply for higher ranks. Starts out same way as in the FC. Starts with a smiley, works your way up to captain. I think is as high as it does for right now. Crashing. This is a permanent ban. The only way you can get out of this is to peel with the owner, which is I Am Boy or I Am Nubs is his other name. Starting early, anyone that is not hosting / tanking should never challenge next. Those of you who think you can get away with it will find out next. In a few weeks, they plan on adding a thing that shows who started. But until then, we can pretty much see who started, and we will have you banned. So it's a 2-week ban for starting early. If you come in and crash afterwards, that's a permanent ban. The only way to get out of it is appealing to I Am Nubs. You'll do with it. Spamming. Don't spam the FC if you have issues. Come back when you cool down. So say you get kicked for an hour or something, don't be spamming the FC. Don't be spamming the ranks. Don't be spamming anyone. Don't be trolling. Don't be doing anything. If you afterwards, it's bye-bye. It can lead up to a perm ban really quick depending on how it goes. Call drops. Don't call drops that you get out in FC. Take screenies of drop. Don't ask when the last drop was in FC. We don't care for this. It's just don't do it. We have rank applications. This video will be posted on YouTube. I will have the forums thread guided in here for all that stuff and all that lovely stuff we got here. But for now, I am going to go over a list of stuffs that we allow in the FC and stuff that's allowable and stuff, all that good jazz. So we're gonna go to La Bank. I started at next because it's a cool place to start. Why not? So, as you can see, I'm a trimmed comp. Who cares? No one does. Okay, so our gear requirements. Let's go in here. Let's look at me real quick. Okay, so that doesn't help. Let's go to preset. Okay, actually, let's go to loadout. Okay, so let's see. This is me, what I have on, stuff like that. If you look in my backpack right now, you will see a list of things that are acceptable in our FC. So basically, we have Void. Void is acceptable in any terms for mage, range, or melee. Tier 90 or tier 70 boots / gloves only. So that's boots and gloves only. That doesn't mean helmet, legs, or chest plate, or weapons need to be tier 90, tier 80. So if you have tier 70 gloves or boots, that's fine with us. Dragon Riders, whatever floats your boat. I think it has to be DPS boots. So Dragon Riders are not acceptable. Sorry, I lied to you. They have to be DPS boots. So basically, subjugation, yeah, all those bandits boots, stuff like that, depending on your style. So here's a basic preset to what I usually use to Nex. It's accuracy, aura, Virtus. It doesn't have to be augmented, it can just be whatever you have currently at that tier 90, tier 80, tier 70 level. So, mind you, boots and gloves are the only thing that are tier 70, rest is 80 plus. Group of rings that are allowed, the Silent Surgeon ring, you can use the Luck of, they don't say it in there, but Luck of the Dwarfs you can use for switching, but you can't use it as a perm ring. Like, say, I think the 6 age ring is the least you can use for actually using for DPS. Vigor for switching if you want to, like the doors, but it's not a permanent thing you keep on. Ring of the Death is also allowed. For necklaces, you can wear a Reaper necklace, a Amulet of Sorrows, Amulet of Fury, which is allowed also. I think there's other, but these are the main necklaces that you can use. It's not really, the necklaces aren't really as, like, yeah, Amulet of Fury, Amulet of Souls, Blood Necklace, stuff like that, those are allowed. Tier 80/90 helm, tier 80/90 body, tier 80/90 legs. They must be DPS at all time unless you are tank. Otherwise, it's always DPS. Tier 80, tier 90 weapons also are allowed. Void is the only exception at 42, but it's because of the set's bonus that it is allowed. So, there you go. Okay, we've had questions about the wand / defender. If you have a wand and a defender, it is acceptable. If you have a melee weapon and a defender, it is acceptable. If you have the ranged weapon and the defender, it's acceptable. So the defender is acceptable for DPS, as far as we are concerned. 1 second. Forgot about my pen. Gotta put my pen in. Okie dokie, so oops, I just put that all in the wrong spot. Sorry, I'm picky about that. There we go, much better. Okie dokie, so for those who are gonna go, I have presets. Presets are life at Nex. Please have one if you want fast kills. We do not enjoy waiting for people for hours. So, preset, boom, just like that. So, I'll give you an idea. I don't know why this is still saved in my preset, but hey, who cares? Okay. I used to have this preset fixed, but hey, don't judge me. Just so, okay, let's fix this preset. It used to be like this. Okay. Let's see this preset, it's better. Okay, so I'll give you an idea of this preset. Preset carries the ceremonial mass, the ceremonial set, a Excalibur with Surge on it, my Comcave because again, and Shard of Zeros, and it has magic logs and a frozen key in it. I'll give you an idea why I do it this way. Makes your banking if you die a lot faster. Magic logs, well, obviously for your bonfire, which helps at Nex because it gives you life points bonus. That is always a nice thing to have. So let's throw a few logs here real quick. There we go. And now I'll show you why I have the Excalibur. Excalibur has mobile on it. Ooh, everyone go ooh. So I'll show you why it's nice. It makes surging It cuts surge time in half, so sometimes you can get 2 surges, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, so we get to the bank. We're not getting attacked because of the Strata Zeros. We can go through the door because of the ancient ceremonial. Aren't we all just happy? I know I am. Okay. Oops. My music is lagging. This is unacceptable. Okay, that should start playing here in a minute. Okay, as you can see, we are now at the NexAOD bank. And it looks like the FC is here. So we will go through a scenario. Okay. My thing is lagging because of all those people coming out. How many of them? Cancel. No, don't do that. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to go through. Okay, I can turn local crap on now that we're past that point. Ooh, they're warning people already. Okie dokie. So we have we're coming to my second preset here. Okay. Okie dokie. So we will now go over my second preset now that we are here. Okay, so this is my setup personally, but this is in case I have to tank. So basically, 1 Supreme, 1 Prayer Renewal, 1 Replenishment, Anti-Flash. This is for after 600k when she poisons you. This is just a personal setup. You can use Holy Overloads. You can use normal Overloads. We don't care. You don't have to use Adrenaline Potions. You don't have to do any of that. But it's nice if you do. Increases the speed of kills. I bring 4 Restore Flasks. You only use usually 2, but I just bring... I don't know why I do this. It's mostly because in case I end up tanking. Ceradome and Brews, 6 of them usually, Rocktails. This is dice. You can bring Shard if you want to. Ring of Vigor Switch is what I have. Excalibur is always nice. I have a Sun Spear which has Planted Feet on it, which is really nice, but you don't have to have it. I bring Gothic Staff for debuffing. It's nice. It gives -7 on Nex, and I also bring a Seismic Wand and a Merciless Kite Shield. Mind you, you can bring Tier 90 or Tier 80 ones if you need to for this. I bring the wand and shield mostly in case as a backup, but I also use it because the wand is faster for casting debuffs like Vulnerability and Feeble and Stagger. I bring Air Runes, Mind Runes. I also have 3 other different runes in my large rune pro. Bring Dread Nips, don't really need to, but you know, extra DPS. Luck of the Door Switch for at the end in case you get a drop, give you that 3% increase. Okay, so we're going to talk about this. Scrimshaws are allowed, well, not allowed, they are, use them. They also allow Signs of Life, Death, whatever you have. Please bring an aura, use it, activate it, do something like that. It's nice for DPS. Okay, so a kill should start here in a minute, and I'll get you in there and give you an idea of what we do pretty much. Follow rule by rule, kind of what you should be doing in a kill, how you should be responding to certain situations. They may not all happen, but usually kills take from 3 to 5 minutes, so it's not a horrible long endeavor. Let's see. So I'll give you an example. Oh, fudging nuggets, my game lagged. Sometimes that does that to me on this server. So laggy. Luckily that doesn't affect this recording, I'm pretty sure. It could, but I don't think it does. Put my pen back in quick. Okay, so how we would do this is, let me leave the group. What you would do when you come to the FC, you would join the FC, say invite. Say invite, you get it accept. Usually it's not this fast, mind you. Might be waiting there, so. Gotta explain to my friend why I'm not instantly going 7-man. Okay. Oh, I did not cover familiars. Familiars, either Steel Titan, Nihil, whatever. Familiars aren't really, like, you don't, it doesn't really matter. I bring a Steel Titan for more DPS, people bring Nihils for more accuracy, but it doesn't really matter what you bring as long as you bring it. We prefer that you have stuff. Okay, so here we go. We got invited. Usually, and this is another thing, you may not see people talking in the FC at all. They won't be talking in the FC. Everything that is conducted in the group chat. How to get in, all that stuff. Whoever, see right here, Lynn's just said in on me. Type in this. Lynn's, you join. And you go down this beautiful pillar. Usually pick a corner. A lot of people go over here. I tend to go over here, so your call though. Why is the frames per second a little messed up? That's bad. Whatever. Anyways, with Nex, you want to protect magic if you're at a distance, and melee if you're really close to her, which you shouldn't be if you are DPS. You should be more here. So first, boom. We have a always potted up rule. If you're not potted up, we will call you out and give you a warning on it. So please be paying attention to that. Okay, so we're about to start the kill here. There we go. Drink up, pot up, get your elements on, get your aura on. I think this aura is dead, so. Nope, it isn't. Okay, we got aura. Okay. I might lag a little here at first because my computer's catching up. So what you need to do in the start, thank God for Revolution is catching you. I might not be able to. Ooh, this is bad. Bad lag. Ooh, this kill might not be able to go through. Might take a few minutes for the computer to catch up. See, Blood Reavers spawn in the corner, so you help your friends out, kill that thing. Then you want to move back to Nex, get your Sunshine up as soon as you can. Usually kills go pretty fast. Oops, I didn't even get a chance to get my sun up. That's how bad I am. Okay, so if you are in a corner here, you usually pick one of the limitations, give it some love taps. See the other one? Wow, I'm really lagging that right now. Give it some love taps. Okay. Then when you're done with that, move over to Umbra. Umbra will be our first target. We do the middle thing. The tank just stays in the middle. We kill minions. Next one will be Glacies. Sorry. Move to Glacies. We attack Glacies. That is our next. Next one's on that list is Krur. Oh, dude, I'm so gonna die at 600. There's no way I'm gonna be able to survive it with the slag. Haha. There's just too much focus on the last is famous. Hold on. Let's do this. I'm gonna kill the music real quick. Try and do something. Okay, that is acceptable. Oh, I'm gonna die. Ah, told you. Oh, surge. Oh, I got away. Okay. Almost died. Okay, so as you see, the order we kill the minions in will be the order that you kill pillars in. So it kind of goes kind of like guides. You got a nice thing. During this part of the kill, you see that guy right there with the bomb. You gotta run him to the wall. Make sure you go to the wall, please, because if you do it in the middle or something, it kills people. Oh, here's the reason I brought my anti-poison. It's all nice and beautiful, you know. There's some guys running it. Okay, so see that guy right there? He's got a secondary adrenaline bar, we call it, underneath him. Run to the middle, then you run it to a wall. Depending on which pillar's dead, that's what pillar you run it to. So, oops, gotta watch it. Oh, I'm gonna get smited. Oh, there we go. Usually it only takes one full overload, so usually you can get away with that. Because there we go, and there's a kill, everyone gets drops. See that? That's the loot system in the group chat. Everyone gets drops, and it ensures that we're not leeching. There we go, 3 minutes and 27 seconds. That's about average, Casey. So, okay. So, I'll go over a few things while I'm down here. They can continue. Okay, so first of all, kills start here in the middle. Usually stand in one of the quadrants. Usually stay away from this exact middle line because ice spawns. Usually I'll stand here or here. That way you put a sunshine, you can stand on either side of the ice without worrying about it. You will get reverse that spawn, and she will face one direction, and she'll basically spam you for it hits you 3,500 3 times. So that will be your hit. So basically you don't want to stand in the corner. Usually the tank stands in that corner. So that's your safeguard. During another reason we stand at this point is because the pillars spawn right here on this little thing. So standing, if you stand on it, they'll hit you at 4K, so that kind of hurts. So usually I'll just stand right here, and it gives me like a little safe from the ice, safe from the minions. This little safe zone. It's really nice. Works same here, and there. So usually don't stand in this center area right here, because that's usually where Nex will be, and her melee hits can hit anywhere from what I've seen, anywhere from here to here on normal rage. So just be careful. It can like one hit you if you zerked or something. So you gotta be careful. If you're meleeing, stand behind Nex with the base in front. So during this phase, you will get what I call smoke walls and smoke bombs. Or during the second part of the phase, that will be after 1.8 million HP. So basically, you will have what's called a bomb. Basically, she'll say, even I can handle the element of smoke. Let's see how you can throw a bomb out, and you will get, you can either go to it or not. Usually in the mask we ignore it because it only gets like 1K or so. Depends on the size. So that is one. There is also the smoke wall. It will say she'll draw smoke from the east or the north. Never from never from south or west. If you get one from the north, all you have to do is, a lot of people search to the wall. My recommendation is either you do that, or what you do is search to the wall, walk back to the DPS, because by the time you get to the wall, usually the smoke will go off. Just make sure you're on the outside edges of the outside of the outside edges of the DPS wherever they're standing, so you don't hit them. If you get the east one, just go to the south. Just make sure you're outside of the east one. Usually go to the north though, because at 600 KHP, that's when the spawn comes off, and we have to go to this pillar first. So if you're around 600k and you got the east one, just try to keep it in the north quadrant so people aren't dying from the smoke going across and killing there. There's also called the ice. I call it the ice prison. Your screen will start freezing up, and it'll say Nex starts to freeze you, and she'll throw ice up in the air and it'll land on you from the ceiling. What you normally do, what I personally do, is I freedom because it stuns you, and then I like surge to a corner or something, or at least try to stay away from these minions are still. You try to stay away from the exact location, and if you anticipate afterwards, it doesn't do anything really, but it has the pillars. I don't know. It doesn't really matter though. So basically, you stand here, and then you run back. We have a new rule that we just applied recently. From when Nex is at this much HP to this much HP, you need to get off Nex and DPS those pillars so that the people don't die, because as soon as what is called the Zeros phase, it's the final phase, which ends up happening at 600k, she starts beating the shit out of everyone. So yeah, you gotta be careful. So what you want to do is you want to during this time, what I do is anticipate and surge towards this pillar. Usually stay here. Mind you, other people can't, your shadows can't hit you, so you gotta be careful. So you wanna walk around and dodge those shadows. Pretty much what I do usually, if I start seeing shadows, I'll walk in a line usually, and then keep walking. So if you start getting your screen frozen, don't worry, this isn't the ice thing that she did during the next phase. This is Zero's phase ice, which is caused by the pillar. What you want to do is freedom it, because otherwise you'll get bled very hard. It starts at 2k, but it keeps building and it doesn't stop. Like with the ice prison, it only hits you like 5 to 6 times. This one won't stop. It'll continue hitting you until you freedom. And after we do the ice, we move over to blood. Blood is the one that drains your prayers really hard, so be careful. Watch your prayers during this time, because she drains your prayers like constantly and can smite you very easily. So then we'll move over to smoke. Smoke is where your overloads and stuff gets drained pretty good. So you just want to sit here, and then during this time usually use sun, and then you just finish off next, and that's the end of the kill. So that's been your guide on NexAOD, guys. So if anyone has questions, feel free to get a combo. So have a good day. DJ Nathaniel out. Thanks all for watching. That was DJ Nathaniel. I was recording from the library, so I had pre-recorded that and put that on YouTube. So I hope you guys all enjoy. This has been streamed by DJ Nathaniel. I hope you all have a good day. And remember, if you have questions, ask anyone in the friends chat. We usually have our private set so that you can talk to us. So have a good night.